really set Tithely apart from the competition.
Fast track you into
Christians have such a power
and have the tools
to change the world.
When we pick up our tithes and offerings, we're 100% in Spanish as a church. As a native English speaker, for us it's easy to look at name, last name, but to a fully Hispanic speaker, they look at nombre, apellido, dirección. And so people were scared of using the platform. For them, they're looking at it and they're not gonna be able to give on the platform. When we were with this other company, we kept requesting things and we just felt like it was falling on deaf ears and we really got nowhere. I'm Mike Richards. I'm the executive pastor and one of the campus pastors here at Vino Nuevo, El Paso. Over a Thanksgiving, the ideas launched. It's like, I remember I was shocked. I was a kid sitting at the table listening to my dad say, I'll pastor a church in El Paso. Just a few months later, 2001, we're launching Vino Nuevo, El Paso, a meeting in a Seventh-day Adventist church Sunday evening, full house. We did 2 services in that building and realized quickly we need a new building. And we just saw the hand of God working in our church through the people. Within the first 2 years as a church, we're running 2,500 people in seats, just trying to go from venue to venue to catch up with the growth of the congregation. All these buildings that we now call home as a church. When we pick up our tithes and offerings, we're 100% in Spanish as a church. We do nothing in English. So when we were with this other company, we kept insisting we need Spanish. And as a congregation, we were already a little bit above national average in giving. And so we'd say, we want this so bad. We will pay from our pocket. We'll put our staff member to sit with your staff member to get this into Spanish. And we just constantly heard, well, it's not that easy. It's not that simple. So I have a mentor in my life named Rob Carmen, who has since gone on to be with the Lord. And he asked us, who do you use for your giving platform? And I said, XYZ. He said, no, stop throwing your money away. You need to meet Dean. He introduced us to Dean. Dean so kindly took our phone call. Dean was very honest with us. He says, listen, we've not thought about this, but he did say, like, we will try to work on this together. Spanish comes out. We get to be part of the beta program and trying it out. Immediately left the prior company and jumped into Tithely and are loving it. And immediately we just see people jump in on it. And it's been awesome. So right now as a congregation, 60 to 70% of our income is coming 100% online via Tithely. And one of the biggest difference makers has been that now they can read it in their native tongue to be able to then give online because it's in Spanish.
Hola, yo soy Mika, ella es mi esposa Ale, juntos vamos al campus de Vino Nuevo en las Américas. Creo que lo más clave acerca de la iglesia es la visión, que es amar a Dios, amar a todos, servir a Dios, servir a todos.
Es tan importante para nosotros y queremos obedecer a Dios y uno de sus mandatos es que demos.
Y dar a la iglesia para poder llevar el mensaje de Dios, el mensaje de salvación a las otras personas afuera es muy importante.
Hay muchas formas en las que podemos ser parte dando y una de las herramientas que nos da la iglesia es a través de la aplicación. La verdad es muy sencilla, está en nuestro idioma, es alcanzable para todos, no es complicada de usar. Pues tener esta aplicación que es tan accesible y en nuestro idioma hace posible que todos podamos dar.
Sino de lo que damos, lo que ofrendamos a nuestros diezmos, se lleva a cabo esa visión. Por eso es que amamos la iglesia y queremos dar a la iglesia también.
People start pulling out their phones, scan the QR code, and it takes them immediately to the giving page. They elect their campus, they then start to pick how much they're gonna give, and then we tell them that you can download our app. And you can watch our sermons. They're following the notes along with the pastor. You can see what events are coming up. And with Tithely, I always felt like when we brought this up, it was like, yes, we are listening, we hear you. We're right now in the middle of our women's conference and we use Tithely events so that women could register for the event. And so we have 1,500 women show up to our facility and also then they're gonna give and they're gonna donate. Every year we take the opportunity to join with an orphanage that's in Puebla, Mexico. An amazing, amazing place called Living Hope. They take kids up from the street and they give them education, they give them a church, they give them a family. As a ministry, we've partnered with them to receive the donations that come in and give 100% back towards the orphanage. And we'll do all of this with Tithely, but Tithely's behind you and hearing what's your stress to help you come out and be successful with their platform, because in the end, they're kingdom minded. Something I love about Dean and the entire team is that they're church people, or people that are in church world working on church stuff to help churches do church. And that makes your job as an executive pastor or as a senior pastor or any level in the congregation, makes their life that much easier because they know that they're not working alone. They have a team behind them in Tithely.